is taking here. All the Goans who gathered here, you will not be disappointed. There's so much really to look forward to. IFFI, of course, is a regular here since 2000 plus. It started in 1952. It's moved many cities. So much of employment generation, so much of industry getting.
I think Rekha ji एक ऐसे एक्टर हैं जिनको I think हर एज ग्रुप को उन पे क्रश है कि नहीं? Do we love Rekha ji? Okay. The audience is here. Let's just ask you guys. Tell me one classic film that you have seen here at IFFI over the years. Just any one name, or if not, one film that you really wish कि बड़े पर्दे पर हम देख पाएं IFFI के इस platform पे. Anyone? Any of your favorite classic films? You don't have a favorite film? Which one?
All Indian films is only one language. We are trying to only one language is the Indian film, not South India and not Bollywood. So Sanjay sir, thank you very much. संजय जी तो हमको सबको इंडिया फिल्म एक ही होना बोल के ट्राई कर रहे हैं, उसके लिए थैंक यू सर फॉर साउथ इंडियन से, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Fantastic. So, what is your feeling? What does IFFI mean to you as a platform? And we are here celebrating the 56th edition.
So basically, this is the largest film festival, international film festival, which portrays Indian film into the world arena. As you know, today's Indian film has become world film, and thanks to our South Indian films like Bahubali, Triple R, and lot of pan-India movies, which the Telugu film has become Indian film and world cinema. So the idea of this film industry is to make the entire one film industry. Indian film industry is the slogan here. Indian film is going to top the world film arena.
The dances, I want to see the whole parade.
We all are waiting for that.
Yeah, see, a film festival is celebration of film, wherever it's from the world, and we celebrate cinema here. And last year we had 50,000 people. Next year we'll have 100,000. Goa is about to become the world's biggest film festival in a few years. Everybody in the world will come say, "Have you been to Goa Film Festival?" Then say, "No, you're missing out on something." So welcome. I'm so glad we've given the festival to people of Goa. You'll watch it and hope you love it, and I'm so happy. I'm so honored to have been the festival director. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, this question I asked to Rakesh sir as well. How does your vibe, your energy change when you are in Goa, or is there no difference?
Tell them play some music.
Play some music. Yes, can we have some music in the background, because we all are here. I request our sound expert to please play some music at least in the backdrop while you see that the floats are there. They are waiting to showcase their creativity to you. But sir, how does your energy change when you're in Goa?
Actually, play music.
Yes. Yeah?
Louder.
Louder. See, that's a filmmaker's command. Come on, everybody! Get up, let's dance together, let's celebrate. Come on. Yes, that's the spirit. Cameras this way as well. That's Goa. Alright, that was Shekhar Kapoor for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you sir. और हमारे मुख्यमंत्री साहब यहाँ आ चुके हैं. Please give it up for the Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, ladies and gentlemen. The moment is here. Very shortly we'll be beginning with the IFFI parade, and the Chief Minister of the host state of Goa is finally here. In a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be beginning with this ceremony. Munmun, are you excited?
Oh yes, absolutely. The cultural troupe is already lined up. Very shortly, we are going to announce the official start of the 56th edition of the International Film Festival of India in Goa, which has become the permanent residence really of IFFI since 2004, 22 years and counting. The Chief Minister of Goa is here in our midst. We have distinguished dignitaries, eminent delegates here. Many are members of the jury. Many are steering committee members. We have the festival director himself here. We have celebrities from India and around the world. We have ambassadors. Very distinguished lineup here on the stage, on the dais, as we are about to start officially the 56th edition of the International Film Festival of India. It started in the early 1950s, went to several cities. Since 2004, Goa has become its permanent home. We request all the dignitaries to please be seated. And very shortly we are going to start the rollout of the 56th IFFI, International Film Festival of India in Goa. Very different this time around, because this time we are flagging off with an IFFI parade. We all love parades, don't we? We see them on Republic Day, but this time we are going to see them at the start of the festival. There's going to be so much Indian culture, particularly Goan culture, reflected here. We're going to see culture from other states as well. We are going to see leading production houses, because remember, this is as much a celebration.
His own self, sir, we are very excited. For the first time, we are having the IFFI parade. Like you can see on the right, the artists are waiting, representing their states. Production houses are waiting, representing themselves. We'll be having the IFFI parade for the very first time, and you'll be witnessing them in a short while. How excited are you, and how do you like this idea?
मैं आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री जी का और आदरणीय मंत्री जी का, जाजू जी का, बालाजी का, शेखर जी का मैं अभिनंदन करता हूं। और मैं बहुत खुश हूं कि 56वीं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फिल्म फेस्टिवल गोवा का शुरू होने जा रहा है। कितना अच्छा माहौल है, कितने आपके जैसे सब रंगदार लग रहे हैं। मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है, कितने खूबसूरत चेहरे यहाँ पर हैं। मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूँ इंडियन इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री को, गोवा की गवर्नमेंट को, गोवा के लोगों को। खासकर गोवा के लोग इतने कमाल के लोग हैं ना कि ये फेस्टिवल को अपने साथ दिल में लेकर चलते हैं। एंड ऑल द बेस्ट। मैं एज ए असाइड इंफॉर्मेशन, मेरी 3 फिल्में हैं इस बार गोवा फिल्म फेस्टिवल, इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल में। एंड मेरी मेन एक्ट्रेस शुभांगी भी यहाँ आई हुई हैं, मेरे दोस्त भी यहाँ पर हैं, सब लोग हैं यहाँ पर, मुजफ्फर साहब, सब लोग। एंड शुभांगी कम एंड से हेलो टू एवरीबॉडी।
जी बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ। तो इधर IFFI में पार्टिसिपेट करना है, पार्टिसिपेशन ही नहीं, जो मैं 50 साल एज ए हीरो में मेरा अभी 50 साल पूरा हुआ इंडस्ट्री को आके एज ए हीरो। अभी चलती का नाम गाड़ी है, अब ये तो दाढ़ी भी है इधर, बढ़ती का नाम दाढ़ी। तो कैरेक्टर पे एक बार दाढ़ी से दिखता हूँ, एक बार बिना दाढ़ी से दिखता हूँ। और पहला मेरा पिताजी को मैं याद करना चाहता हूँ, द लेजेंडरी एन टी रामाराव, जो नेशनल फ्रंट के चेयरमैन भी थे बाद में, वो पहले फिल्म एक्टर थे। और मैं भी अभी 3रा बार जीता हूँ MLA फ्रॉम हिंदूपुर। जो आज सत्य साई जी का 100 इयर्स का आज राष्ट्रपति जी वहाँ पर है, मेरे जीजा जी जो मुख्यमंत्री है चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी, वो वहाँ पर सब शामिल है। और भगवान की कृपा से अभी 4 हिट एक के बाद एक दिया मैंने, वो मैंने नहीं, मेरा पूरा टीम ने दिया। पहला था अखंडा, उसके बाद था वीरसिंह रेड्डी, उसके बाद था नेलकोंडा भगवंत केसरी, उसके बाद था डाकू महाराज, अभी दिसंबर 5 को आ रहा है अखंड तांडवम 2। बस लोगों का शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि सिर्फ तेलुगु ही नहीं, तो अभी सिनेमा तो सिर्फ तेलुगु नहीं, इट इज पैन इंडिया, सो वील कॉल इट पैन इंडिया। सो आज पूरे हमारे फैमिली मेंबर्स के साथ यहाँ पर शामिल हूँ। सिर्फ ये लोग ही नहीं जो स्टेज के ऊपर है, लेकिन सामने जो है पिताजी बोल देते हैं एक वो मंदिर है और उसमें सब भगवान है, तो मैं उनका सेवक। वैसे ही मैं बहुत खुश हूँ आज।
जी सर, मैं डाकू महाराज का वो दबड़ी दिबड़ी मेरा फेवरेट सॉन्ग है सर।
अभी आप देखेंगे अखंड तांडव।
Fantastic. Thank you. So we're very excited and very honored to have you here. And your filmography is really inspiring. Please have your seat and we'll be beginning with the ceremony very shortly. Munmun.
Love Parade, we are told, and this is the IFFI parade for them and for film enthusiasts from around the world.
IFFI accredited competitive film festival since 1952. This year, more than 270 films from 81 countries are being screened.
Getting bigger with time. This year there are 3 countries. There's Japan, there's Spain, there's Australia. They are all in the spotlight. This is the place to be, so for the most compelling global voices of the year, IFFI is bringing some of the year's most celebrated titles to India's gateway to outstanding contemporary cinema.
So ladies and gentlemen, what began as an effort to bring the world's finest films to Indian audiences has over the decades transformed into a vibrant meeting ground. Professionals from across continents, many of whom are here on stage and many of whom are watching today.
Right, Karan? So as
To the 56th edition of International Film Festival of India here in Goa.
ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. This is a meaningful symbol of hope, environmental duty, and the start of a fruitful new chapter of IFFI. The newest edition of the film festival is thus beginning on a sustainable note as we invoke the blessings of Mother Nature. Let's all thank Mother Nature in the midst of such a thoughtful gesture. The watering of the plant by dignitaries.
Years.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. N. Balakrishna, Indian actor, producer, filmmaker, and Padma Bhushan awardee, being honored and felicitated for completing 50 glorious years in the cinema industry. Over a career spanning more than 5 decades, he has acted in over 100 films, known for his roles in fiction dramas, mythological films, and action movies. Some of his notable films include Gautami Putra Satakarni, his 100th film where he played a historical ruler, as well as Narsimha Naidu, Simha, and Legend, for which he has won several awards, being felicitated on the dais.
Fantastic. So please say a few words.
It's called the bus of the it's a trust. Yeah.
Please say a few words. I want to know from the horse's mouth.
Okay, fine. I've told everyone, the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Mr. Pramod Sawantji, and then our, His Excellency the Governor of Goa, Kosapati Ashok Gajapati Raj Garu, and our Minister of State, Information Broadcasting, Thiru Anna Murugan, and rest Mr. Sanjay, everyone. I thank everyone for you to inviting me to this IFFI 56th celebrations. And as I told you like before, happy about it that I am born to an illustrious Vagrata Sampartaro, Vagrata Pratipati, Jagatopitra Vande Bharati Parmeshwara. Nagaitara Paramantra Namatu Paradevata, Nahare Paratastrata, Namata Badagam Param. Asma Pardavida, Braturutan Bhakti Guruna, Santra Mamsa Satram Tasmai, Sarvapati Putri. So, first, I'm very lucky to be born to those parents because one, I told you, Mr. T. Ramarao, who was an actor and then a politician, who changed the total condition of the country itself, not the Telugu, then the combined state, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, that's, and then as a following the footsteps of my dad, my constituency is Hindupur, near Bengaluru, Karnataka, which falls under Andhra Pradesh, in Anantapuram Zilla. This is the third time I won. My dad was also elected 3 times from Hindupur. Okay. And the third one, brother, which I wanted to express is that I also run a cancer hospital. It was started 20 years back. That was my mother expired of cancer, and she wanted that even the poor has to afford for cancer treatment with international standards. So that's where my dad, after death, he started the hospital, Basavatarakam Indo-American Cancer Hospital and Research Institute in Hyderabad, which is now one of the leading cancer hospitals in the country. Since 15 years, I am the chairman. Before me, there were many other chairmen and board members. And through that, it's a trust. We do free service. And also, for white card holders, we do concessions. Even without white card who are there, we also give them concessions. We have all the latest equipment like robotic surgery, PET scan, everything. You name it and it is there. So that's what I wanted to also remember my mother and also mainly the support of my wife, Mrs. Vasundhara Devi. Where are you? Hello. What's her name? Her support without her, I would have.
Round of applause, everyone.
And also the support of my family, both cinema and politics. Because my elder son-in-law is Mr. Nara Lokesh, the IT and Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh, who is the son of Chandrababu Naidu. And my second son-in-law is MP from Visakhapatnam, where Google is coming. So, like that, support both wise, politically and cinema wise. So I thank everybody for recognizing my, I don't say talent, it's a never-ending story. So it goes on. I'm just 50 years old, into the film industry. So don't ask me about original age, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, N. Balakrishna.
Thank you so much. Give it up for N. Balakrishna, ladies and gentlemen. And like he has an institution for cancer, I request everyone, चाहे वो कलाकार हो, चाहे वो कोई भी इंसान हो, अपने fellow human beings के लिए अगर आप कुछ भी कर पाएं, I think that will contribute. Moving on, can we please request Shri P. Ashok Gajapati Raju sir, Honorable Governor of Goa, to please say a few words, and I promise you, we will start with the parade after this.
Government of India, Sri L. Murugan ji, Honorable Ambassadors, member of the jury, distinguished personalities from the entertainment industry from India and across the world, enthusiastic delegates of the festival, and my dear Goans. It is my privilege to attend the open ceremony of the 56th edition of IFFI 2025 in our beautiful state of Goa. I am informed that this is the 22nd consecutive year that Goa has hosted this prestigious festival. This also happens to be my first experience of IFFI, and I am delighted to be part of it. This year, the festival brings together 270 films from 84 countries, offering a rich blend of world cinema, Indian cinema, and emerging talent. It is heartening to see that IFFI continues to serve as a meaningful platform for creative exchange, new collaborations, and the celebration of cinematic excellence. I would also like to place on record my appreciation for the efforts of the Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant and his team. Under his leadership, Goa has continued to strengthen its position as a vibrant and welcoming home for IFFI, ensuring that the festival grows in scale, participation, and public engagement every year. I am also reminded of my former ministerial colleague and friend, Sri Manohar Parekar, who brought IFFI to Goa in 2004. His work during the very first given edition ensured that Goa became the permanent venue. Given the cosmopolitan character of the state, the cultural richness of its people, and its excellent global connectivity, it is natural that film lovers look forward to IFFI in large numbers every year. I am told that for the first time the festival is opening with a cultural float parade instead of the traditional gala ceremony. This is a welcome initiative as it allows our artistic community to showcase the diverse cultural heritage of Goa and brings the festival closer to the people in a refreshing new format. IFFI has always been more than a film festival. It is a meeting ground for ideas, stories, and creative minds from around the world. It encourages young filmmakers, honors cinematic achievements, and reinforces India's position in a global hub for film and creative industries. I extend my warm wishes to the organizers, participants, and delegates. May this edition of IFFI be memorable, meaningful, and inspiring for all.
Thank you so much, His Excellency. And ladies and gentlemen, what makes IFFI truly distinctive is its inclusive cultural spirit. The festival mirrors India's wider ethos of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, as it brings together diverse creators. The flag rises today, ladies and gentlemen. It symbolizes not just commencement of IFFI, but a flag off to the spirit of creativity and cinematic excellence that India proudly shares with the world.
What a historic moment, flagging off of the grand IFFI parade that marks the start of the 56th edition of the International Film Festival of India. The world is watching.